Thanks for letting me play for you. It's a good cause. I enjoy both of the causes. And then just getting to see live music is also a bonus tonight for myself. I don't get to see much because I'm always out playing it, so you guys know how it is. This is nice. I'm going to start off with one of mine here. Drunk, damn, what a damn good drunk was I. Taking down bottle after bottle, out crossing an eye. Making friends with everyone except the ones I made my enemies. Nothing wrong with nothing right, no way to blame nobody else but me. All I want is 1 or 2. All I want is 2 or 3. All I want after that is just 1 more. 'Cause you know me. While you're at it, give me 1 more for the road and 1 more for the ditch. 'Cause I can turn it on, I just can't turn it off. They didn't have a clue. 'Cause there's no way to stop the shaking, there's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. Whiskey hidden in the cupboard, no more tricks hidden up my sleeve. No more trace left at all except the thirst that just won't leave. No hero around to hide behind, no cover, no personality. And the voices in my ears say the same thing as the voices in my dreams. They said it would get easier, I guess they didn't have a clue. There's no way to stop the shaking, there's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. way to stop the shaking. There's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. No, there's no way to stop the shaking. There's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. Thanks. I wrote that one a few years ago, so there is a way from time to time. Sounds great, man. Thanks, Fix. Sounds good, man. Oh, let's see. I keep my phones on a tablet. Not the kind you're probably thinking of. Oh, shit, okay. I'm gonna do an old one, Reverend Wilkins tune. As soon as I find my slide here. First heard the Rolling Stones cover this and thought it was a long song. Then I got on YouTube and it was about half as long as the Stones cut it down by half the size. So I kept their 7 verses. Boy took his father's bread, started down the road, started down the road. His father's bread, started down the road, out into the world where God only knows. That'll be the way to get along. Well, the poor boy spent all he had, famine come in the land, famine come in the land. Spent all he had, famine come in the land. Believe I go and hire me to some man. That'll be the way to get along. Well, the man said, I'll give you job for to feed my swine, for to feed my swine. Said, give you job for to feed my swine. The old boy stood there, hung his head and cried. Yes, that's no way to get along. Believe I ride, believe I go back home, believe I go back home. So believe I ride, believe I go back home. Go down the road as far as I can go. Well, the father says, see my son coming after me, coming home to me. Father fell down on his knee, singing praise, Lord have mercy on me. Mercy. Well, the poor boy stood there, hung his head and cried, hung his head and cried. Poor boy stood there, hung his head and cried. Said, Father, will you look on me as child? Father said, eldest son, kill that fat cat, call the family round. Said, kill that cat, call the family round. So the son was lost, but now he is found. Thanks. River Wilkins, all right. Some good old stuff. I like that stuff. I usually play with my wife, Kat Darling, with the high crest. She's most of the talent and everything else in the band, but I'm trying my best here. Pretty happy about this lineup. This is a nice night. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks, man. This is amazing. Sounds good. I'm gonna do a song off the High Crest latest CD. This is called "The Thing About the Devil." There's no pill to kill the pain, and you've got the will of the falling rain, and you just roll where the gutters lead you. Right through the cracks of the earth soil, down to the core where the water's boiling, even rocks explode just because they need to. The worst place to be, just you and your demons, nobody can see, so you share your deepest and your darkest with only them. 'Cause they don't tell nobody at all, 'cause the man in hell, he don't call on nobody that didn't call on him. Even if you made it yesterday. That's the thing about the devil, he don't just go away. There's always a trigger that brings the tears and brings you back about 35 years to a darker day you never understood. Never seemed to be a meaning, no lesson to learn, just a broken boy with a heart that burned for it all to go away, but I never would. Still a deal tomorrow, even if you made it yesterday. That's the thing about the devil, he don't just go away. is no pill to kill the pain, and you got the will of the falling rain, and you just roll where the gutters lead you. Right through the cracks of the arid soil, down to the core where the water's boiling, even rocks explode just because they need to. Thanks. Shit, I got some depressing stuff. I used to have this factory job that oftentimes at lunch break, my coworkers would get arrested for doing drugs at the city park. It's a small town in western Iowa. It'll remain nameless. Anyway, I always thought they should put a memo up in the break room, you know, don't do drugs in the city park at lunch, man. We value our employees. But anyway, so I wrote this tune about some of those days. Between his legs, he burns a midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with come down when it comes down his way. Basement's dry, so it's a place to hide. Yeah, to count excuses for countless lies. Might unravel, but it won't unwind. There's a line of powder on the strip before. Straw between his lips, he burns a midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with come down when it comes down his way. Started, man, he just can't stop. Doesn't matter if it's from Mexico or my man pie. Started on the weekends, then at working time. Now he's tweaking it and twitching in the unemployment line. There's a lot of power on a strip before. Straw between his lips, it burns a midnight oil. Got enough shit the last couple of days to deal with come down when it comes down his way. Never liked the job anyway. With the boss on his case, the freeze on his pay. Now I never really stole nothing, and they're never gonna make him say There's a line of powder on a strip of foil, straw between his lips, a bird's midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days. Deal with the come down when it comes down his way. Thanks. Well, thank you. How many more I got here? A couple more? How many more? A couple more? All right, I'm going to switch it up here. Get my device out again here. There we go. My name's Earl Short. I appreciate being here again. I play with the High Crest. I'm be out playing a lot of solo stuff the next year, so. Oh, there's Randy. Randy Burke up next. I'm excited about that. He's focused on his tuning as I should be. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. I wrote this one many years ago. Too many to think about now. Roll out the back door, I'm not coming back anymore. I slip out at night to avoid any fights, and I don't care, it ain't right. My mama always told me not to disagree with myself and try to live free. So I do all I can, try to be a man, and I look back to see how far I ran. Don't you wonder what you could be? I know you wonder what your life would be without me. I fall asleep sometimes, trying to think of rhymes and reasons that I don't have a dime. I have realized I was not meant to fly, and for that you'll never see me cry. So I take all I got, that little light, and I don't care if it's worth a damn or not. If it helps me get through and forget you, then I guess that's what I have to do. Don't you wonder what you could be? I know you wonder what your life would be without me. that door, I'm not coming back anymore. I slip out at night to avoid any fights, and I don't care if it's not right. I try not to complain, but I just cannot train myself to deal with the pain. Although I wanted to, I never could do those things it took to be like you. Don't you wonder what you could be? I know you wonder what your life would be without me. All right, thanks, man. James, how you doing, man? Man, all right. Shit. I'm gonna do one more. Again, it was an honor. It's nice to be part of this tonight. Central Iowa Music Labs and Girls Rock. I have a daughter, so of course I love Girls Rock. I'm sure she'll be participating in that. I'm gonna play this one for Girls Rock. I grew up on the east side of Des Moines. Across the street from my elementary school was this church where some of the kids would get together and try to figure out the lost lunch money, say, or whatnot. So if you heard somebody say at the church, man, it was like the bike racks, ironically, at the church. So there's a verse about the girls over there. I remember this situation where this girl was fighting two boys and getting the best of them, and she threw one under a car. I was telling that story at a gig once, and my brother was playing. He was like, I think I was there. I think I was the one under the car. And man, I blocked that detail out, man. Nobody throws my big brother under a car, but it happens. So here's a tune called At the Church. Guess that church house lawn was laid out just right. It was a place to be for after school fights. Meeting me there at 3:30. If you can back the talk, then I guess we'll see. Just in case anybody decides to jump in, I'm bringing 2 or 3 of my toughest friends to watch my back. So tell your guys if they get any ideas, we won't be surprised at the church. At the church. At the church, it's fighting season, so give me the time, 'cause I got the reason. We've been talking for too long now. Time to show what we both know how at the church. Anything goes, they got a lot of tricks, so stay on your toes. They don't mind taking a cheap shot. It's God's house, not God's parking lot at the church. At the church. So take your chance and roll the dice, but let me warn you, I don't play nice. take what's open. No matter to me, it's your choice. The words will only go so far in this world. You either fight like a boy or you fight like a girl. But I've seen some girls mop this place up with the boys. So at the church it's time to fight. So take your shot like it's your God-given right. Win some, lose some, that's how it goes. Wash your sins in your bloody nose at the church. Anything goes, so stick and move and stay on your toes. Watch out for those cheap shots, 'cause the rules change out in the parking lot at the church. At the church. Thank you very much. I'm Earl Short. Thank you. Have a great night.